Anderson Weidman, you know, I feel like Chael was the toughest test for Anderson. I'm going to say there's going to be an upset. You know, Weidman is the guy that has a really, really strong wrestling background, just like Chael, except for he's got a real mean streak, and he likes to knock guys out. You know, that's something that Chael is kind of missing, you know. So I think it might be a matchup that surprises a lot of people.
I'm going to pick Weidman. I'm going to pick the upset. He's been looking so good. He's super hungry, and he's got the tools to put Anderson on his back and beat him up. So, of course, you know, Anderson's the man, so I'm not going to, you know, don't get me wrong, Anderson's the man, and he proven it time and time again, but I'm going to go with Weidman for this one.
The Anderson and Chris Weidman fight, I obviously take Anderson. That guy's a beast, you know. Everybody thinks Weidman's going to come in there and choke on him, but I don't think it's going to happen. I see Anderson, you know, maybe putting him away second, third round.
Anderson's got the more experience, but I think Weidman's going to pose a threat that none of the other guys he's really fought has posed a threat. You know, he's good on the feet and, you know, obviously one of the best wrestlers I think he's faced. So, given that Chael has been able to have given his chance and stuff, but Chael's not the type of striker that Weidman is. So I'm going to lean towards Weidman because this is his opportunity he's been looking for the longest time, and I'm going to lean towards Weidman. I won't be surprised, though, if Anderson wins. Obviously, I never want to count out the champ, but, you know, I mean, I'm a big fan of Weidman, so I'm going to actually go with Weidman.
Anderson, all day. Anderson, he's just going to outclass him, and it's going to be a good fight, but I just don't think that Weidman has what it takes to beat him.
The Anderson and Weidman fight is going to be a great fight. You know, if Chris can keep the wrestling pace all 5 rounds, and you know it's going to be a tough fight. But I think Anderson is going to pull off the victory.
Anderson Weidman is going to be super interesting. You know, Anderson seemed unstoppable. You know, I think that a lot of people were thinking that, you know, that Chael's wrestling was going to give him some trouble and whatnot. You know, so, but it's going to be a similar fight with Weidman. You know, great wrestler, great jiu-jitsu, you know, pretty good stand-up. I'm sure that Weidman has, you know, been paying very close attention to what Chael did and what he has success with and things like that. But, you know, I would like to see Weidman get in there and get the win and shake things up, but I got to go with Anderson. You look at the track record. He's fought guys, you know, like fought Chael a couple times. And Chael had a lot of success in the first fight, but that second fight was a beating. So I'm going to go with Anderson.
Chris Weidman's good, you know. I think he's the man. But I think Anderson Silva just probably a front kick to the face or a flying knee. Or he's just whatever he wants, man. That guy's too crazy.
I like Silva. And a lot of people are surprised. You know, I think Weidman is one of the few guys who has the tools to beat him. But Anderson Silva, I mean, if you get close enough to touch his legs or take him down, you're close enough to, you know, to get hit or possibly clinched. See, I'm not jumping on the Weidman train like everybody else is. He's phenomenal, but I could see him winning a round, but winning the fight, I don't see that. It's anybody who goes in there with Anderson, that's dangerous. You know, you could get caught with a couple. He's the most accurate guy, and you know, pound for pound, one of the best guys on the planet.
This is a tough one because I think Chris Weidman's grappling is good enough where he can take him down. Kind of the Chael Anderson version 1 fight where he just kind of out-wrestled him, played safe in the guard until he got submitted at the end. But you're not going to submit Chris Weidman. He's a high-level grappler, super high level. Renzo Gracie black belt. He's as good as they come, I think, at 85 as far as grappling. If he can just maintain that distance and not get caught up in Anderson's kind of fancy stand-up, I think he can beat him. That's saying a lot. I'll take... Man, I'm going to go with the underdog. I love Anderson, but I'm going to go with Chris Weidman just because he is the grappler, and Anderson's had problems with that before, and Chris's stand-up isn't bad. I think it's good enough where he can control the distance and get the takedowns and beat him in a decision.
Anderson is the best fighter pound for pound. I mean, he deserves all the respect, and he is amazing. And I truly believe if he keeps Weidman at the end of his punches, he's going to have his way with Weidman. If Weidman can close the gap on him and make it dirty and touch him and grab him and bring him down to the mat, then he has a chance, you know. So, you know, I just can't wait to watch it. I'm not going to put a prediction on it because Anderson, I truly believe Anderson is a champion. He finds a way to win. So, I'm going to say Anderson's going to win this fight because You know, I truly believe that he's got all the experience and the know-how to be able to beat a guy like Weidman. And Weidman possesses the strengths to be able to beat Anderson as well. So I'm anxious to watch the fight. I'm anxious to see it and see how it goes.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Urijah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.